welcome to the second session of this particular study. In this particular session, we are going to try to understand the John's Prologue, which is written in John chapter 1 verses beginning from 1 to 18. The interpretative key for reading the Gospel of John. Many of you may like to watch movies and different web series. I have also been fascinated to watch some of those. You may have watched the series on the Sherlock Holmes. Maybe if you belong to an Indian context, you may also have watched a series called as Criminal Justice. These all are basically the series in which the whole aspect of detectiveness or the way the particular person opens up the case. And in all these series, what happens is a certain crime has taken place, and that crime is unknown to us, as well as the crime is unknown to the person who is running the case. And in this series, what we try to learn is we while watching and the person who is enacting the particular character, both of them are trying to open up the case, to open up the whole mystery. And at the end of the series, we find the mystery is completely opened. We are at a surprise, and the particular character who is the main role, who is playing the role of a detective, he is also in a particular surprise. So this is one kind of drama that we often watch. But there is another sort of drama, a detective genre, in which the crime, when it is happening, it is shown to the watcher, to the viewers, which is us. And then the particular main character or the detective who is playing the part, he doesn't know that this particular scene has already happened over here. So we as viewers, we know what has happened, but we also see in the forthcoming episodes, we see how the main character, the detective, is struggling to open up the truth which is already known to us. One of those examples can be the show called as Columbia. The detective is struggling to reach the point that we have already reached. This is also fun watching. Because we know what has already happened, but the character inside it is striving. He's trying his best and achieving his particular goal. Reading the Gospel of John is an experience not unlike watching this particular second genre of detective series. John's story of Jesus begins with a lengthy prologue in chapter 1 verses 1 to 18, in which the reader is provided with a comprehensive inside information about the origins, identity, the mission of the Word, and a figure subsequently identified as Jesus Christ. 1:17 it is written like this. The prologue reveals to the reader information that is necessary to evaluate the unfolding events in the story. By contrast, the numerous characters that appear in the story do not have access to the same information that has been revealed in the prologue to us, the readers. Consequently, John's characters often fail to grasp what are, for the reader, basic truths about Jesus' origins, identity and mission. Much like the first extended scene in every episode of this second genre of series, like for example in Columbo, John's prologue places the reader in a position of privilege, while the characters in the narrative remain in the dark. We are at a privilege as readers because we know the whole plot. Throughout the story, Jesus is faced with a spate of characters that continually struggle to come to terms with the information that has already been revealed to the reader in significant detail. The reader is thus fully prepared to watch various characters fail in their understanding of Jesus, undergo progressive epiphanies, and even express the truth about him. Like the moviegoer at a horror film, who knows that a crazed madman is on the other side of the door, even when the madman next victim does not know. The reader of John's Gospel is able to anticipate movements in the narrative that are altogether unknown to the story's characters. Once we come to terms with this storytelling technique, we are better able to read the Gospel of John on its own terms and are further permitted to enter the world of the text, letting the narrator tell his own story of Jesus apart from the outside interruptions of other first century interpreters of Jesus. Numerous terms and conceptions are introduced in the prologue and reappear throughout the story in both character interactions and in Jesus' theological discourses. These concepts provide the necessary foundation for the audience's knowledge of Jesus' origin, identity and mission. In what follows, we are going to provide a basic sketch of the prologue, which is written in John chapter 1 verses 1 to 18, with the goal of setting us on the path to reading the Gospel of John as an autonomous narrative with its own unique message about Jesus, apart from each and every other ancient literary writing about Jesus Christ.